welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a tri-tip roast. Going to be smoking this one and going to be doing it around medium rare. About 135 degrees is what we're shooting for. What I'm doing here is I'm actually injecting this with beef tallow. There was no fat cap on this tri-tip when I got it. Usually when I find a tri-tip, I want one that has a nice fat cap on it. This one didn't. I was actually kind of surprised, so I injected it with some tallow just to see what would happen. Today for seasonings, I'm using some salt, pepper, garlic, and just the tallow that I used is the binder. And my smoker's already ready. Let's get to it. I have my smoker sitting around 225 degrees. I'll start there and I might ramp it up. It all just depends. What I'm doing here is I like to curl the fat end of the tri-tip a little bit closer to the fire and keep the flat part away from the fire, just to give it a little bit of an even cook on an offset. Alright, I got my little Smoky Joe from Weber fired up here. I've had the charcoal in it for a little while. And the tri-tip's sitting around 125 degrees, and I'm going to finish it off on this little Smoky Joe. See how it works out. I've actually never used this little grill before, and I wanted to test it out. Not so much going for a sear on this because I wanted to have it smoked and just kind of plain. Because usually when I cook, I put a sear on everything. And it usually tastes delicious, but I was just kind of going for something slightly different. I just keep checking the temperature and just keep flipping. It's starting to get a really nice color to it. Like I said, I'm not going for a char, but I'm looking for some nice color. Alright, the tri-tip is done and it's rested. It's been resting for about 15-18 minutes roughly. And let's see what it looks like. Going for some medium rare. Initial cut. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's got a nice little smoke ring and it's medium rare. Now when you cut into a tri-tip, you want to cut it almost like you would a brisket. You want to slice it right where the grain of the meat starts to change, and you cut it just against the grain. I like to slice it thin, serve it over rice, put it on a sandwich. You can really do whatever you want. This meat, you can tell just by the way I'm cutting it, it is super soft, and I'm only letting the weight of the knife actually cut the meat. I'm not even pressing. Man, that is so tender. I can't help myself. I'm gonna tear this one up and devour it. Oh, it's so freaking good. I am so happy with how this tri-tip turned out. It was so delicious. Next one I do, it's gonna be brisket style. And, like always, thanks for watching.